Alright, so for our second Runeterra deck today, we are playing an Ephemeral Aggro deck. Kind of the headlining card for Ephemerals in Runeterra right now is the Shark Chariot. So last breath, when this dies, the next time an Ephemeral ally attacks, revive me attacking. So this is a 3-1 that can't block. That is Ephemeral itself, so it dies when it deals damage or at end of turn. That comes back every time you have other ephemeral things going on. So we pair our ephemeral cards with the champion's Kalista here, which levels up when 3+ other allies have died, and then she summons ephemeral things, as well as with Lucian here, who levels when 4+ other allies have died. And then we've got a third champion, so we've got 2 Lucian and 1 Hecarim, because while Hecarim is incredibly powerful in the mid to late game, drawing lots of copies of Hecarim early tends to not be stellar. So just having a Misers to find when games goes long sounds nice without having to have a bunch to gum up on. So other cheap things we have to make ephemeral units, we have staples like Haunted Relic, which makes 3 things. So Haunted Relic pairs very well with Lucian as well as Kalista, because these give you 3 things that die. We've got Blighted Caretaker. It's probably one of the best Shadow Isles cards in this game, honestly, I think. Being able to kill something to summon 2 saplings on the right board state, Blighted Caretaker is often a double removal spell, which is super powerful. And then we pair things like Blighted Caretaker with things like Cursed Keeper here, which is something we don't mind dying. So when Cursed Keeper dies, you summon a 4/3, which is nice. So let's go ahead and jump on into some ladder matches here with this one and see how it goes. As always, like I've been saying, most of the decks we play on this stream are viewer submissions. If you have a sweet Runeterra deck you'd like to see played on stream, the details on that for that are on my website there. Darius, Noxious Shadow Isles, so aggro deck on the other side of the board. Definitely don't want Hecarim. I think Cursed Keeper is fine to keep here since we have Glimpse from the Beyond to guaranteed kill it. This is actually a really sweet draw. So when we play this, we grant an ally in hand Ephemeral and reduce its cost by 1. So making Cursed Keeper Ephemeral is fantastic. I watched Mogwai playing Porous for a little bit yesterday. It looked reasonable.
Hey, what's that?
You're fine, Mike. I don't always acknowledge deck bumps, but deck bumps get filed into a there's a list where the deck bumps happen that I can reference after the stream. So here's a question. Do I do these right now, or do I do them post Kalista to get her leveled up? I kind of think I want to Islander the Cursed Keeper here, and then bank this mana, and next turn we go Kalista into these.
Oh, I can't wait.
This changes the dynamic a little bit. This means I would like a 4/3. Quality synergy here. This deals a damage to this to deal 2 to us. And then when this survives damage, it deals an extra 2.
We shall pierce their treasonous hearts.
Kalista. So our next turn's actually going to be fantastic. So we get to go Cursed Keeper into Blighted Caretaker. Oh, I guess this actually isn't stellar, though. Maybe I just do this. Yeah, there's a board space issue. I can only have 6 units. Yeah, I'm actually just going to go ahead and glimpse this now, I think. Then I have a bunch of 4-power things I can attack in with. I'm going to offer to throw this away, so that way Kalista gets closer to leveling. Yeah, on non-magic games, I usually open the chat up.
Get ready, girl.
Welcome, Lawnmower. Bank a spell mana here. I think you'll leave now. Don't worry. This is just as a good general reminder. This is a Twitch stream, not an airport. You do not have to announce your departure. Yeah, I'm aware that this doesn't block. However, it fights in single combat. So that's why I can't find my gate, yeah. Oh, I messed up. I could have taken 1 less damage there if I would have blocked the other way, right? Because they both died to single combat and I took 1 extra overwhelm. Worth noting. So Kalista here summons an Ephemeral when she attacks, which then summons the shark back. So we can see here when I mouse over, it shows me what's going to happen. You wouldn't have taken any since the other one didn't have overwhelm. Oh, right. In my mind, that card always has overwhelm, but you're super right. So my play was like really bad. So I should be what? I should be like plus 3 or 4 life if I block properly there.
If they don't break, they'll burn.
Yeah, if we lose a close game here, it's because I messed up.
Your command, General Darius.
We're gonna get burned out, chat. We're gonna get burned out. Remember that time I said I could be plus 4 life?
Our ancestors are watching.
Lady Elise, where are you?
Alright. Don't burn me out. Don't do it. Have a heart. Yep, Decimate. Want to open on attack, so we play around their slow spell. Decimate. Turns out it didn't matter. Atrocity gets us.
Vengeance will come another time.
Caretaker on Kalista, and then Caretaker on Caretaker would have been lethal with Drains. Did I have enough mana to do that? Did I have enough mana to do that, and did I have enough board space for that? I think you're right that I might have. I'd have to go back and look. Oh, over 2 turns. Yeah. I needed the block there too, right? I would have died to the Darius overwhelming, right? Like I didn't play the Caretaker because I needed the 3 defense to block Darius who had overwhelm. Heimer Vi. Hey, Monger. Well, welcome to Oglandia. You're having I think this hand's actually kind of great. Glad you're enjoying Runeterra. I know I definitely am. Really happy to be attacking on odds here as well. So we'll go Islander into 0 on this. And then we'll get our hit in. And then on 3, we'll be able to play this, have it die, and then play Redeemer. Ooh, or we just do that.
We shall not rest until all betrayers.
That egg, did it move?
Did it move?
All in the wrist, see?
Silent as death.
How greedy is it to single combat here? I feel like it's not. Like, if they kill my thing in response, I think I'm kind of okay with that. I get to play the elite down. Sure.
I need no weapon.
Remember the fallen.
Overlay has the old stats on it. That's funny. Shark here is actually a decent pickup because it'll die in combat, so we can play the other Vanguard Redeemer here as a draw post combat.
We will not hesitate.
If I must.
That's pretty good.
Justice. Our ancestors are watching.
And if I Chronicler of Rune this, I get to draw a card, right? Any thoughts on eating your Redeemer there to prevent the lifesteal? Nah, I don't think so. I don't know that I'm really super worried about the lifesteal.
Tread lightly, strike hard.
Whenever you summon an ephemeral ally, grant it 1/1. So I think I Soul Shepherd here. So this way I can Blighted Caretaker. Well, if this had lived, our Blighted Caretaker would have been able to kill the Heimer and this. This is kind of unfortunate. It's super brutal. I think our best chance to win this is draining them out. So I think I want to get Neverglade Collector going before I play these Blighted Caretakers out.
For our allies.
As fate wills.
If I play Kalista out, I don't have room for both my saplings on this, unfortunately. So I think we're probably just banking our mana from here. With that in mind, do I just play the Kalista out so I can block? I think that's the answer. Want to trade her for a fearsome thing? I do have Thermo Beam here. An opponent correctly identifying that my out this game is burning them out with the Everglade Collectors and then doing what they can to prevent that from happening. See if they have another removal spell here or not, or if we get to attack with these.
The order rewards its fate.
Right. Yeah, Everglade Collector. It's worth its weight here. This isn't quite ready to level up yet, but probably still getting played out as just a 5/5.
Skill and grace to carry.
Not today.
With quiet
I'm gonna need you to chill with your Hecarim hate there, Kalista.
grasping claws.
Goggles on!
I think I just block like this because if they kill these two, I don't want to block just one because their deck plays get excited a lot of the time, so I want to try and stay above 3. And if they kill these two, I'm going to go ahead and play Haunted Relic here post-combat. This is basically just to deal 3 to them with an Everglade Collector. So now if they kill a bunch of my stuff, they'll die. Ooh, that's unfortunate. They kill my board in response here, it'll be real bad.
I'll take him dead or near enough.
It's smaller than the diagram. And fire!
Do I just open on attacks? Do I just open on attacks? Probably, right? Why would I not attack? You want me to just Bladed Caretaker and pass the turn? Do I just, like, eat my Kalista? Or do I, like, play this out and then Bladed Caretaker?
Sure is dark, eh?
Just, like, hope to kill them with this? Okay, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Hey, we think we just play out and try and pass and kill them with the Ephemerals? Sure. Look at that! Everybody in chat talking about how busted Heimer is. Like,
No mercy!
never Glade Collector's just like, I'm just gonna add Heimer to my collector, just like casual, just like ignored the Heimer and killed them anyways. Now we can change the board. Forgot to do that. A nice card advantage. Kill you. Howdy, Jim. And no problem. Always try to stay organized around here. Usually try to have my schedule a week out. Braum Anivia. I'm gonna mulligan Soul Shepherd, but I think the rest of these are pretty good here against a control deck. Attacking on odds here kind of sucks with a handful of 2-drops, though.
That egg. Did it move?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I must get out of here.
There's a chill in the air. These old eyes still see far and clear. Sure is dark, eh? You should really pay more attention.
You should really pay more attention.
Lady Elise, where are you?
Where are you?
No room for doubt.
Do I want to eat something? I think no. I think I want to save the glimpse for a removal spell.
Looking grim.
We can also, like, use the glimpse to level this as a surprise. We can also use the glimpse to crack this Cursed Keeper down the line. Single combat's great with Cursed Keeper here as well. Rewarded for waiting.
Failed.
We weren't expecting callers.
Is it too aggressive to single combat these two? So that way I can open on attacks for 8 next turn? Kinda like that. They're playing Braum and Nivea, so like, we're definitely the beatdown. We're the beatdown in most matches with this deck. Definitely on the aggressive side.
Please, I have connections.
I have connections, please. Some kind of pump spell here. I'll take them dead or near enough. Sure.
A storm approaches. Snow, wind, and ice. Strike them down.
Alright, and then we just open on attacks again next turn, right?
Ever watching.
So we get guaranteed get his spectral riders. And that's really tempting, but pretty sure we're supposed to just do this to start. Sure. So streamer gave me a sub to their own channel. What is going on there? A streamer donated $3 to Twitch on my behalf. Sometimes people run promotions where they gift subs to things. Also, if you're a larger streamer, Hippity, so like, for example, streamers of my size get $3.50 per sub. So like, it only costs me $1.50 to give someone a sub to my channel. Like as a working example, what's the word I'm searching for? As a working example, when I was doing the Raid Shadow Legends promotion, I gifted people some subs as to encourage them to check out the sponsor.
One candle for every sun.
So, the way Rally works, I get a combat on their turn, right? So if I wait for them to attack, I can go Haunted Relic, Shark Chariot, Rally.
Let's soar.
Unless they pass, correct. They could pass. So this is a free block, because this is gonna die anyways.
A world in perfect stillness. Death comes.
Come from the dark.
That egg, did it move?
We shall pierce their treasonous hearts.
What will you have?
It's not a good scene for us. Darn Tavern Keeper.
I've got meat bigger than you.
There, Nibia's gonna level here in a second. Gonna come up a little bit shy here, losing our collector. I think like what our outs are even. It's so weird to me how and this feels kind of arbitrary, but it's strange that some of their cards are how some cards in this game are play and some are this happens when I'm summoned. And it doesn't feel like there's a ton of consistency between which do which. I guess it's the difference between like a cast trigger and an enters play trigger in Magic is probably the comparison. Yeah, like, I mechanically understand what the difference is. It's just, it's weird to me that they felt the need to differentiate that in their design space, because it feels like it's an added amount of complexity for, like, just power level balancing, basically. So, like, I understand what the cards are doing as someone who's played a lot of card games, but it's weird to me that that's a tool that they use to balance. I think having that be something you differentiate between is something that's tough for newer players to understand. Sajani could be something mid-rangey. Could be something more, probably something mid-range aggressive with Noxious and Sajani. I'm definitely mulliganing the Aristocrat. I think I'm mulliganing the extra Curse Keeper here too. Little Islander into this.
Sure is dark, eh?
This stupid card.
All in the wrist, see?
Sure, like I said, Blitz, I completely understand that, like, they're using it as a power level balancing tool. I don't know if I personally am a fan of using that to balance in terms of power level. So they have, like, some kind of combat trick here that, like, they didn't trade last turn, but they offer this attack now.
There's a chill in the air.
Yeah, the no blocks, then attack into my 2-1 is an interesting sequence of decisions.
Let me show you what I can do.
That's a 3-4.
Achilles, where are you?
Can't save them all.
It's a good hit. It's a good hit off of their Omanok. This card getting bigger is really strong.
I'll try anyone once.
We weren't expecting callers.
My turn. Delicious.
You have to get me out of here.
I think I'm blocking here because it means my 3-2 quick attack can attack into here now. Like, obviously they could have something like Transfusion or one of the many one of the many tricks in whatever French Lord is, but it theoretically gives me a board I can attack into.
Does death follow me, or peace?
So that's a big in.
This is mercy.
If they have a transfusion, we probably just get savaged inside of this combat step. I think we're hoping they just like don't have transfusion. So I guess they need another one here as well. Actually, do I single combat with the shark instead of this? So that way if they have the iron defense, their thing still dies? I think that's, do I play around the gain 2 toughness card here? It means giving up 2 points of damage. I think my points of damage really matter here. For basically racing. Yeah, I'm gonna play around it. So, this way, if they had the +2 defense card, this is still going to 1 and would die from quick attacks. I take another 2 here, unfortunately, but...
We're gonna need more coffins.
Kato supports for +3 and overwhelms. They're gonna have a really good attack here in a second.
Pain is nothing.
If I Chronicler of Rune this, it'll come back not vulnerable, right? It'll come back as its base self.
I failed.
Okay.
Punch it! Ha-ha!
Ride onward.
I give you muscles!
I think I'm putting this in front of here because I want to open on Haunted Relic next turn anyway, so I want to clear 3 spots off my bench. Wait, why didn't I rally? Oh, because it wasn't the first ally to die. Because I killed him and revived him. I killed him and revived him. Got it. Oh, that was actually kind of a waste, right? I just lost my rally. Yeah. Well...
This'll take the chill off. Away the shadows.
Yeah, it's definitely a card that I'm, like, not super used to the play patterns on. Yeah. He rewards you for sequencing in pretty specific ways. The fact that we never found an Everglade collector this set was rough. That card feels pretty key to being able to have enough reach to jump up and kill people with this deck. At least their Sejani's not leveled yet. Putting the 4/3 in front of Sejani last turn. Would have attacked through her. Yeah, but then I wouldn't have killed their other thing. I wouldn't have killed their Kato. So that doesn't seem like a particularly good play.
Go time!
Born for conquest.
Up top!
Accept your fate.
Hey, kill me. Did do a stiff freeze here. Because this is on overwhelm. Yeah, Fury kills us, Transfusion kills us. This is our play though. YouTuber logging in to resub. Thanks for all the magic content. Thanks for the support, Gunners. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Yeah, the games where we don't have an Everglade collector definitely feel a lot harder. Hey, Kevin. I'm glad you're enjoying Runeterra. Hope your recovery from your surgery goes quickly. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Prankster's an 0-3 though, right? Like not having a stat line at the base level is kind of a big deal. Okay, I'm mulliganing both these Redeemers. I don't really have any cheap things to kill them to draw cards with. I think I'm gonna keep... They're playing Zed, so definitely want to keep Blighted Caretaker, so I can try and keep their board in check. In fact, I think I'm going to mulligan everything except the Caretaker, trying to find a cheap card to lead on for this. It's not great.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
We weren't expecting callers.
This is a good pickup to pair with the Collector. To get nice and aggressive here. With the Collector in our hand here, hopefully we can race them nicely. Yep. This feels kind of like a win for us. It's a pretty quality combat trick. So like, got some damage in here. They kept their threat, but we got to get good hits in.
Everyone here? Let's go.
We shall not rest until all betrayers fail.
Green Glade duo with the Wayfinder is so powerful. Where are you? Up to 6 mana total here. So I just go like Soul Shepherd into Shark. Then we can just like attack with a bunch of stuff, ordering Kalista last. Maybe I don't put Kalista out because I don't want to trade her for this. But I guess that means I probably don't want to do this either.
They grow up so fast.
Looking for this?
Good chance we just die to their elusive stuff here.
I'll take care of this.
Ladies.
This matchup seems tough. Our deck, aside from the 2/3s, our deck doesn't really have any cheap interaction. The old 6/6 with lifelink here. The single combat here. Mize coming in handy.
The advantage is mine.
I think I'm supposed to fight this one because I don't want them to have the +2 defense and blow me out here. Alright, so Hecarim's leveled abilities, Ephemeral allies have +3 attack. So if I play Hecarim out next turn, he'll summon 2 and Kalista will summon 1 plus the Shark, which means we'll have 4, right? So he'll level up.
Not today.
This card is so good. Why is 4 mana unsummoned so busted, chat?
It will be done.
We're just gonna die to this boy. I don't have any removal in my deck I can draw to here. And I feel so I've noticed there's been a lot of complaints in the, like, I've been watching Runeterra content in addition to making it, and I've noticed there's been a lot of complaints in the Runeterra community about the elusives mechanic, and I really feel like they're kind of unjustified. Like, the reason why we're losing games like that, or like, the Kinko decks punish people that are doing things like what we're doing here, in that we're not being interactive. So, like, the way in which our deck is constructed, we're basically a linear aggro deck, right? And, like, the opponent is, like, flying. And I know, like, everything's not a one-to-one translation from Magic, obviously, but, like, Elusive is literally just flying. And, like, the Elusive deck is just better at racing than these other decks. And rather than making these other decks more interactive, we just, like, complain about the Elusive mechanic, which is weird to me. is playing Misfortune Lucian. Interesting. Mulligan one of these. So I think we're attacking on odds here, which is actually great. So what we're gonna do here is we'll Hapless Aristocrat on 1, and then on 2 we'll bank spell mana, and then on 3 we'll go Haunted Relic into Kalista, level Kalista. Yeah, I agree. That basically been my feelings, dude. Like,
Feel the sizzle.
yeah, like there's a lot of good removal. Like between removal and challenger units, I feel like there's good tools in basically every color to interact with what that archetype is doing.
I must get out of here.
So again, combat resolves left to right. So by ordering Kalista as my last attacker here, these are going to die when they deal damage, which will level her before she deals damage. So like when they block with their 3-2 here, you can see I can mouse over this and see that my Kalista is going to live. Kalista does not summon the body this turn, but she does get the better stat line. At the same time, I think it's also important to like dissect like the elusive thing from more directions. It could also be, and this could be a good thing, if the Runeterra designers don't want there to be that much matchup variance in the game, the elusive deck as it's constructed is definitely something that contributes to creating probably a pretty significant amount of matchup variance, honestly. How do we feel about playing Shark Chariot out and then single combating with it? I think I like that. Because then this will come back when we attack with Kalista next turn.
I've got your back.
Into the face. Can't fight on an empty stomach.
You have to get me out of here.
We had Runeterra till the ban list announcement just today. We started today with Magic. I'm doing Magic and Runeterra every day, Wylar. And as always, you can find my schedule of not only when I'm streaming, but what I'm streaming when up on my website. It's also below the stream in the stream information section. So do I just open on attacks here? They have a lot of removal. If they have like a Make It Rain, I really want to attack with Kalista to start. There's some merit to leading on Lucian, so that way he can see the Ephemerals die from this. I'm gonna gamble a Make It Rain and play the Lucian out here. I feel like I'm far enough behind that I need to hope they don't have it. That's interesting. Yeah, we played against Brahmanivia a couple of times on stream.
My steel is yours.
I'm just going to 7 here. Fair beats. That's such a good combat trick. I believe that's the case with the how the Shark Kalista interacts, because we have 2 sharks in the pool now.
The quiet of the woods. There's nothing like it.
I'll sleep when they're dead.
Okay, if we can dodge another rally spell here, we can dodge a ball. Oh, this thing has Challenger? That's brutal. That's brutal. How do we feel about playing another one of these out to just have a bunch of blockers? I think I like it.
There you are.
These woods belong to us.
They get to kill my Kalista here, which sucks. Yeah, having an easily referenceable, these are things you've played out, I think would be a net positive for the game.
Does death follow me, or peace?
It's a good draw.
I'm actually here.
Alright, this is what we got. Your move, Yugi boy. How much have you play a labs game? I don't have time to do it. I don't have time to do it today. Lacarp. I would throw an hour of doing the labs into the queue for the same thing as a deck submission though, $25. But for the meantime, in between time, I'm enjoying exploring constructed, and we've got constructed decks in the queue. Oh, we also have 2 free sharks. I forgot about that. How long is the current lab active for? Do we know? I'm sure we know. I just haven't looked. They communicate very well with us. It's up for 2 weeks. Perfect. Yeah. If someone wanted to submit run with the labs, that would be fine. Just like a deck. Hopefully they're dead. Yep. You can see the 2 sharks here when I mouse over. I would recommend grabbing a Magic VOD that you haven't watched before from the last weekend of the Frozen Sky. The set from today is really bad. We stumbled and died a bunch, and flooded and died a bunch, and we played against, like, Mono, Brawl running us down, and Nexus of Fate. It'll be posted in, like, half an hour or so, but there really wasn't a single good match in like, an hour of gameplay. It was a really frustrating set. Swain Yasuo. So Yasuo, usually something more controlling, not exactly meta, so going to be a bit of a brew, so I'm 100% sure what we're playing against regardless. Having Shark going good or early is great on average. I don't have a way to kill this, so I think I'm mulliganing this. I think I want a mulligan Collector, looking for something else more aggressive, maybe to re-trigger Shark Chariot here. That's a great pickup. Let's level Lucian really quickly here. Feels a scotch bad that we're attacking on odds, but it is what it is.
Push back the darkness. You've got to be kidding me.
Lucian is like never happy to see the Shark Chariot show up.
Silent as death.
He's always like, what is this nonsense?
Achilles, where are you?
Where are you? Riot tries to not put rewards on game modes that people don't want to play so they don't feel forced to. It's why they removed champ wildcards from expeditions, because it made people feel like they were obligated to play when they weren't enjoying themselves. That it is just unreal. It is just unreal how good Riot is at just like all of those little details. Do I just Relentless Pursuit here, and then I can Haunted Relic post-combat and like get a combat myself in? I think that's the play. Yeah, I know I could have leveled Lucian last turn if I played the Relic out, but the Relic, waiting to play the Relic out gives me another trigger with my Shark. So I like waiting a turn to level this way I get another Shark attack in. When we sequence our attacks here, we're going to want to put Lucian after our ephemeral things. Well, that's just rude.
Underestimate. I dare you. Oh, it's on.
This block is interesting against my potential Vile Feast deck. I don't think that's how that works, Nocti. Quick Attack is worded as it gains strikes first before its blocker. So I don't think it has anything to do with the rally token.
We weren't expecting callers.
Yeah, Quick Attack only works on attacks, not just when you have the attack token. Good. My understanding is right. I think I'm just gonna pass here. Like, they're giving up so much mana there. I think they assumed I was just going to attack, and then we just like to get the tempo of their mana, which is nice. I'm gonna use this to gain 3. Hecarim is set to level up next turn, right? Do we just drop him? I think so. He also brings a shark back with him when he attacks. Excuse me? What is in their hand? What is in their hand? I mean, if they had a recall spell, they would have recalled this, right? Before it could, so like I wasn't able to open attacks?
You cannot escape.
What's the Wi-Fi symbol on him? I don't know, actually. Anybody know? What is that? What does that symbol mean? Oh, it has an aura. Okay, yeah, because it's giving... Okay. Okay, because when this leaves, these go away. Got it. Or the bonuses go away.
I dare you.
Ah, dare you. Yeah, it's so weird. Maybe it was their only one.
There's a chill in the air.
Yeah.
Why did I decide to be a 525 card? I'm not a 525 card. I'm a $25 card. Because for $25, I will play your Runeterra deck on stream. I think I just block with this and then glimpse it. So that's the price of an hour and a half-ish of my time on stream. That's a good one. Who's got two thumbs is ready to get burned out? This guy right here.
Destination in sight.
Baited. We literally still have lethal, chat. We literally still had lethal. By playing out Hecarim, I encourage my opponent to do exactly what they did there, which is tap out, so that way they can't will of Iona, my Neverglade collector, preventing me from killing them. So you're right, I had lethal, but by being aggressive with it, I give my opponent a chance to have counterplay when there's no reason to give them a chance to have counterplay. This isn't Magic the Gathering, where I have Teferi, Hero of Hearthstone in play, where I know everything I'm gonna do is going to resolve. This is Runeterra, which is an incredibly interactive card game, where my opponents frequently have cards that impact my cards. So just like naked going for lethal, most of the time when your opponent has 8 mana and 6 cards in hand is generally wrong. Unless you're in a position where you're forced to make them have it. And like, don't get me wrong, there's gonna be spots where you're like, okay, I need to make them have it. But like, that was far from one of those spots. Alright, do I want Islander in this hand? Probably. I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to mulligan Shepherd and Islander here. We're definitely keeping Kalista and Cherry. I think I want to look for other things to like level Kalista faster. What's the best aggro deck? Kinko Elusive is considered the best aggressive deck in this game currently. Nailed it. All right, now we'll do that. I don't know if this plays very good, but it's like what we have now, so we'll do it. Listen, I am certain that the Runeterra Shuffler is as rigged as the Earth is flat. Y'all need to wake up, sheeple. The truth is out there.
They picked the wrong row. Catch me if you can.
My confirmation bias and anecdotal evidence could never be wrong. Why would it lie to me?
The order rewards its faithful.
Treaties?
It's too late.
Deal. Deal-arino. I lost a game of Runeterra, and I think that's proof enough the shuffler is bugged. Yep. I understand. I understand. I'm with you.
We shall not rest until all betrayers pay.
Don't ask how I got it. Walk softly, strike quickly.
Is any merit to playing Shark out without an attack? Yeah, sometimes. A lot of times you'll want to eat it with things like Glimpse, though, like I'm doing here, or you'll want to use it with our copy of Single Combat. Is a frequent play that you'll make. And then, like, here, I'm going to go ahead and Blighted Caretaker eat this, and then the Ephemeral tokens from the Blighted Caretaker will bring both the sharks back, which will be wonderful. It default auto passes if you don't have any game actions, Marty.
Do not fear the shrouded path.
Everyone's a garden.
Maybe I should have... Maybe instead of doing this, I should have just attacked with the shark and then black speared this.
They grow up so fast.
Very possible. If I attack with this, and they want to trade Zed for it, I guess I could have a pump spell for Zed, and then that wouldn't be ideal for me. You want to have control over when you auto pass? Flipping Magic players, man.
Looking for this?
Well, I could hook Zed so he can't block. Well, any combat trick would let them kill my Kalista, right? They're gonna open on attacks with this Zed, and I'm gonna be forced to block with Kali. Yeah, maybe I should have attacked with the Kalista. Kind of feels like we're gonna be in trouble regardless here. They're gonna open attacks with the Zed, and I'm gonna be in a bad way.
They follow the wrong master.
First step's the hardest.
Huh.
I've trained my whole life for this. Stand strong.
Alright, that worked out way better than anticipated. Was not expecting combat to just happen there.
Every betrayal sharpens our resolve.
Cheap creature.
Lovely day for a battle.
If they have a Will of Iona, we're gonna get savaged here. Was hoping to draw something to have the Caretaker, but that's what it is. Really? They have a will and they're using it on this instead of Kalista? Huh. Do I just eat this in response? 'Cause, like, I have another one and I need some cheaper cards, right? And again, like, my deck's lack of cheap removal makes this matchup feel kind of hard. Ha! That's pretty great.
Injustice.
Step lightly.
I'm just dead to open attacks here. Well, not quite open attacks, but still very, very dead, huh?
Vengeance will come another time.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. I feel like, this deck's okay. It has some neat play to it, and it has some good linear draws, but I really don't feel like you can solve the Kinko Elusives matchup with this deck. Like, solving that matchup would involve putting some more cheap removal in your deck and, like, fast spells that can kill things, but I don't feel like I really have access to those. Like, those exist in these colors, but I feel like changing the deck to include those would lose kind of the core of what the deck is looking to do. How are we doing, family? Are you being good today, Jacob? Yeah, always. She is super precious. Look at her, all bundled up. For people who are new to chat, this is Haley. Isn't she cutie? Haley is 3 weeks old. Say hi to the internet, Haley.
Where he goes?
Where'd he go? Baby sister wanted to say hi to the internet. Whoa, there's a Jacob and he's huge. All right, at any rate, that's going to be it for me for today, folks. I really appreciate everybody that hung out through the stream. I'll be back again tomorrow morning into the afternoon. We're going to be doing 1 Magic and 2 Runeterra decks every day until Monday the 13th, when Magic finally unlame ducks their formats, hopefully. So, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I'll catch all y'all later. Have a good one. You are crazy, child. Crazy.